Sometimes the most profound wisdom doesn't come from some big, grand statement. It comes from a quiet moment, a simple observation. So today, we're going to journey back about 700 years to the Goryeo Dynasty in Korea. We're going to uncover a timeless lesson about duty, nature, and what it really means to lead. And it's all hidden inside a single, powerful poem.
All right, let's just dive right in with the very first line from the poet Jeong Yun-ui. This one phrase, it just sets the scene so perfectly. It's about a journey that's not just physical, but deeply personal. And it all starts in the quiet of the early morning.
So first up, we're going to follow a public official on his early morning ride. We'll break down what he's doing character by character to really get a feel for not just where he's going, but what's driving him,
Okay, so in Korean Hanja, this line sounds something like this. Nungshin Juma Ipgo Song. And it translates to, braving the dawn, I ride my horse into a lonely castle. Let's zoom in on a couple of characters that really set the mood here.
The first one is this character, Go. It means lonely or solitary. And this isn't about being sad lonely, it's more about a figure who is shouldering a really significant personal responsibility. Way out there, far from the busy capital.
And then you've got Seng, which means castle or walled town. Now, don't picture some huge grand fortress. In this context, it's more like a remote administrative town, a solitary outpost. So the destination itself just doubles down on this feeling of isolation.
So you put all that together, and this first line, it's way more than just a travel log. It's this powerful statement of sincere dedication. This official is choosing to ride into this lonely place at the crack of dawn because he has this deep sense of duty to the people he's there to serve.
Okay, let's move on. Our official arrived. So what does he find? Well, the next line paints a picture of quiet, maybe even neglect, but also something surprisingly persistent.
This next line goes, "Italakmuan hengjasing." It translates to, the fence is in disrepair, there are no people, yet the apricots have ripened. There's this beautiful, subtle contrast going on right here.
So the first part, ilak, it paints this picture of neglect, right? The fence is falling apart. It suggests a town that's pretty sparse, quiet. Maybe it's seen better days. You can almost feel the stillness in the air.
But then, and this is the cool part, the poem just flips. Even with no one around, we see Gangseong-hyeon. The apricots are ripe. See, nature isn't waiting for anybody. It's just following its own timeless, steady rhythm.
So what you get is this incredible contrast. The official is looking at a world where the human footprint is pretty minimal, but the fundamental cycles of life, they're just humming along, peaceful and unbroken. It's a very real, very humbling scene.
And this is where we get to the real heart of the poem. As the official is taking all this in, a sound cuts through the silence. A sound that highlights this deep conflict between two completely different worlds that he has to navigate.
The third line, Pogok Buji Wangsaogup, means the cuckoo does not know the king's affairs are urgent. The bird has absolutely no idea about the political pressures that are weighing on this official's mind.
Now, in Korea, the cuckoo, or pogok, is not just any bird. Its song is packed with cultural meaning. It's basically nature's alarm clock telling farmers, hey, it's time to start the spring planting, which is, the most essential work for their survival.
And the final line really hammers this point home. Bangnim Jongilgun Chungyang. From the nearby forest all day long, it urges the spring plowing. That cuckoo song is persistent. It's a constant reminder of what truly matters for the people of this land.
And boom, right there, that's the central conflict of the whole poem. On one side, you've got the cuckoo song. It represents the timeless rhythm of the seasons, of life's essential work. And on the other side, you've got the official's mind, totally preoccupied with the urgent political demands of the state.
So, let's dig into this conflict a bit more, because this is where the poem shows us the true weight of leadership and what's going on inside our official's head.
Here are the two competing duties laid out bare. You've got Hwangsa, the king's affairs, urgent, political stuff, demands coming from the capital, far away. And then you have Chunyoung, the spring plowing, timeless, natural, and representing the most basic needs of the people, standing right in front of him.
Now, here's the crucial point. The official isn't annoyed by the cuckoo. He's not trying to pick one duty over the other. Instead, when he hears that bird's song, he feels the immense weight of his responsibility to serve both the king and the people's most fundamental needs.
So how do you even begin to resolve a conflict that heavy?
Well, that brings us to the poem's ultimate message. The answer lies in one single, profound virtue that guides every thought and action of this official.
The whole poem is really an expression of this powerful concept. In, pronounced just like in. It means benevolence or humaneness. But it's not just a nice feeling. It's an active, sincere commitment to the well-being of other people. This is his guiding star, his moral compass.
And you can actually see this benevolence woven through the whole poem. It's in his sincere dedication, getting on that horse at dawn. It's in his empathy, hearing that cuckoo's call not as a nuisance, but as a call to his own duty. And it's in his wisdom, his understanding that all the urgent politics of the state mean nothing if the basic needs of the people aren't met. In the end, what the poet Jeong Yun-ui gives us is this incredible, timeless portrait of what real public service looks like. It's not about power or getting ahead. It's about embracing that lonely, difficult, and busy responsibility of caring for others with sincerity and with compassion. And that leaves us with a question that honestly hits just as hard today. In the constant noise and urgency of our own lives, our own king's affairs, what fundamental, life-giving rhythm, what cuckoo's song is out there, calling us to our most essential duties that maybe we're forgetting to hear?